Nintendo Prime, bitch.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, Mitch. It's a new live stream. How we doing, everyone? Welcome to a live reaction to today's State of Play. I don't have everything quite set up, so just give me a moment here. We're gonna go to here. I gotta like change the text, obviously, to something that's about State of Play. Just gotta get this all text all switched up here and everything, so we're good to go for the show today. This is going to be a good one, guys. You see here, it starts in about 70 minutes. So you got about an hour and 10 minutes. You can obviously, the chat's already doing this thing, spamming away. They have no slow mode on their chat, so it's going nuts. You know how these streams always go. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be seeing what the hell Sony's got going on. Both from what they're publishing, what third parties are doing. It's an hour plus long State of Play. It is one of the longest State of Plays to ever exist. I went back and I was looking at prior State of Plays. They've only really had one other one that was this long that wasn't like a big E3 event. So they don't really do State of Plays this long. So they probably have a lot to show off. You know, there's some things you could see in here as an example. I know they don't need it, but yeah, GTA 6 could be here. They don't need a State of Play, but it could be. You know, Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake, that's the world's worst kept secret. That could be in here. You could maybe see that God of War thing that's rumored, that spinoff potentially be here. Wolverine will not be here. That has been confirmed by the actual developers of the game. That Wolverine itself, that new game's coming out this year, will not be here. So if you were hoping to see that today, which I know some people were, unfortunately that game will not be here. But there's been some other stuff like Marathon's expected to be here. That's one that I think is even confirmed. I think the developers of the game actually confirmed that is going to be in today. So we expect to see that, which isn't a real surprise. They're going to try to give that as much marketing as they can. It's one of those live service games, and you know they got to market it, and they got to hope that people take to it, because you know live service games outside of the pre-established ones are having a very, very hard time. High Guard was one of the more recent ones that was hyped up by Jeff Keighley, and almost that entire development studio has been laid off. So like, it's not, live service games are having a very hard time in the industry right now, unless you're a pre-established one like Fortnite or Warzone or stuff like that obviously is already successful. Even Overwatch is starting to bounce back and have some of its best years since Overwatch 2 came out. But again, these are more established ones that have been around for a while. Newer ones coming in, outside of like Helldivers 2, have had a really hard time catching on. So I'm sure Sony's hoping that Marathon doesn't become another Concord situation or another High Guard situation. So we'll see. Obviously, they are the ones that got to sell people to leave other live service games to come play theirs. So I wish them luck with that. But yeah, it does look like here, let me show you here, that I think the dev team actually did confirm this. Hold on. Opening up the link here. It's going a little slow right now. It's because they're using that X cancel website, and so it's like redirects. Anyways, this comes from Gemetsu here. Marathon will be part of State of Play. So it says, hey everyone, this is from the Marathon team on Discord. We're excited to share that we'll be part of the PlayStation State of Play tomorrow. So literally comes right from the Marathon team. They will be part of the show. So that is one game we can expect to see today for sure. Surprisingly, there hasn't been a ton of leaks around the State of Play, which is rather unusual, to be honest. Usually there's a bunch of leaks for the State of Play. So it's actually kind of interesting that we don't actually know a ton of what's going to be in this. Nate the Hate doesn't even know anything that's going to be in the State of Play. Like, so whatever's in here, Sony was successfully able to like keep the lid on it and not let information get out. So that's pretty cool, actually. So good for them. So that is going to create obviously a lot of surprises today. Maybe good or bad. We'll see. You know, there's been rumors out there of things like a new Witcher 3 DLC. That's something that could appear in here. Maybe we see Witcher 4 again, potentially. I don't want to promise that, of course. Again, this is all just speculation at this point because we literally do not know. We literally do not know what's going to be in it. You know, I think the only thing that people might be expecting is a reveal of a game by Santa Monica Studio. There is a game that some insiders know is being made by Santa Monica Studio, but they haven't gotten permission to leak what the game is. But none of them know if it's going to actually be in the state of play. They just, think, hey, it's possible because they think it's supposed to come out this year, but things happen, delays happen. So yeah, it's kind of interesting because we don't really know what's happening. And then there's another event today that's like a couple hours after the Sony event. I'm not going to be live reacting to it, but I think is it Silent Hill or something like that? There's like another event today that I probably won't be live reacting to, but we'll go over it tonight on my live show. So we have our live stream still tonight at 8 p.m. Central. That's still going to be a thing. So we will be going over tonight whatever happened in that show and if there's any relevance for Nintendo at all. And obviously updating anything from this state of play that gets announced here and only has PlayStation logos. And then we find out later today, oh, actually it's also coming to Xbox or Switch 2, PC, etc. Because that's usually what happens at these events is sometimes they only have the logo for the console that the thing's built around, but then like you'll see the extra logos once the show is over. Let's get to some of your guys' ats in the chat here because this should be a pretty exciting one today. This is one of the biggest ones Sony's done, so I'm hoping that it's going to pay off. Like we thought that our direct that Nintendo did in September was going to be like this huge payoff, and it ended up kind of not being one. So we're hoping here that Sony delivers the goods. So let's see what we got going on with some of the ats in the chat here. Tall Show saying you're here for the stream. Yep. Didn't know if I would be, but I have made it. I am here. As is my son who got off the bus. 1 second. All right. I'll let the wifey know that he's home. She's dropping off some clothes for charity, donating a bunch of kids' clothes to charity. So, let's see here. All right, let's get to some more ads in the chat. Good afternoon, says Lion Star. Thank you so much. I Byzantium says, hello, good sir. Hello, good sir. Cool Trainer Andrew says Nintendo should take notes from this and combine their first party and third party games in the one direct. Why would they need to take notes? I find it interesting when people act like Nintendo should take notes. They kind of invented the digital showcase and they always have third party games in their general directs. So I don't know what are we doing? Like Nintendo already does this. So I don't know what notes they're supposed to take. They literally already do this. Fairbanks 2417. My dream is anything Uncharted, but I'll settle for a new Rayman. Would be interesting to see if anything's happening with Rayman. What are you doing here? Was looking for PlayStation Prime. Well, you know what, Steak? As they say, I am a Nintendo shill fanboy that cares about absolutely nothing about what's best for Nintendo. Clearly can't get excited for any games that aren't coming to Nintendo. And very clearly don't play anything but Nintendo. I just inject Mario into my veins. I'm obviously being sarcastic, guys. I literally play tons of games that aren't on Nintendo. So it is what it is, man. I'm a gamer first. I get excited about games first. Platforms are neat. Games are what matter. And we have live reacted to State of Plays. We live reacted to Xbox Direct earlier this year. And yeah, we'll talk. We're a Nintendo channel. So yeah, we'll talk about the stuff that's coming to Switch 2. But that doesn't mean you won't see some good reactions from me to things that aren't coming to Switch 2. My reaction when they revealed Wolverine. I got really excited for Wolverine, and I know that's not coming to Switch 2. Let's see here. So apparently QVC had a mega deal earlier for an iPad with accessories for $20. You're on the wait list. Your PayPal went through, so well, good luck. I don't know, how good of a deal it was. I'm hoping it was a killer deal. See here. The original Radical Jimzo says about 15 minutes before the State of Play starts, I'll need to get in my support person's car for 25 to 30 minute drive to a location. where we will play Dungeons and Dragons. Hell yeah. Enjoy your Dungeons and Dragons time, man. Let's see here. Skipler says, it has been reported that Sony is doing a survey that contains stuff like Switch 2 and Nintendo Directs. Yeah, I did talk about that briefly today on X. For people that don't know, that survey is not new. That's news from last year. That's from April of last year. So it's something that's already happened. And I repeated today what I repeated back then. And that is that I feel like that survey was specifically because they are trying to gather information about people who play on a hybrid handheld like Switch 2 while they're developing their own hybrid handheld PlayStation 6 handheld. So it's probably just a information gathering exercise to see what people like, what people don't like, so they can use that information to help them make their handheld. So yeah, it's not actually new. The reason people thought it was new is because there were some bigger Nintendo accounts that for some reason decided to reshare it today, even though it's like a year old, but whatever. So I commented on it again just to clarify what I thought it was for, but it's not actually new. So they did this like a year ago, almost a year ago. Will there be a Thunderstash appearance? No Thunderstash today. He's working on game reviews. He's busting his ass on game reviews. Let's see here. You've injected Zell into your veins, Tracy. That's funny. Cool Trainer Andrew. What I'm getting at is get rid of the partner showcases and combine it with first party announcements. They are not going to do that. And I'm going to tell you why they don't do that. I'm actually going to tell you why it's actually a very smart decision they don't do that. So Nintendo, more than Sony, is very reliant on the excitement for their first party games. Okay. I don't think anyone can deny this. If you're denying this, then you're just ignoring facts. People that watch Nintendo events get more excited for Nintendo's games than anything third party has going on. Okay. For the most part, there's a couple exceptions. For the most part, a 3D Mario will overshadow anything else in the Direct, right? So they actually need to split out some of those things from the Direct so they can actually get attention. Put it this way. No one would have been talking about Indiana Jones and no one would have been talking about Oblivion Remastered if those games were put into a Direct with 3D Mario. The only thing people would talk coming out of the Direct is, oh, look at 3D Mario. Those games would have got ignored. That's why Nintendo splits it up. They take some stuff and do a dedicated partner showcase so it actually gets attention. They're trying to actually help their partners. It does not help partners to take all their big games and put it in a general Direct where Nintendo's own games are going to dominate the conversation. It just doesn't make sense. It makes way more sense to have multiple events. The reason Sony can do it is because Sony sells primarily on the back of third-party games. Sony could never release a first-party game again and still sell 100 million PlayStations because most of their sales are based on things like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, sports titles, and all the other big AAA games that are multi-plat. It's been that way since PlayStation 1. It is still that way on PlayStation 5. A majority of sales are based on third-party games, not Sony's first party. That doesn't mean that Sony's first party games don't sell. Horizon, as we know, has sold very well as a franchise. God of War has sold really well. Spider-Man has sold really well. Obviously, Uncharted, right? We know that Sony games sell, but they come out so infrequently, they really aren't the reason that people buy PlayStation 5. So they don't really outshine all the third-party games. So that's why Sony could do like this huge, just throw everything in one event, because those are the games that actually sell their system. Nintendo games are what sell Nintendo systems. So they overshadow third party. And so it actually makes a hell of a lot of sense that they should actually take all the third party games out of their events and do their own third party thing. But they don't do that. They still put third party games in the general Direct, but they have so many to announce. They're like, hey, let's do 2 events. Let's not combine this together and make it like a mega 2-hour event, because most of those games are going to be completely ignored for Nintendo's games. So yeah, no, I actually think Nintendo's doing a smart move, a move that doesn't make sense for Sony, because dedicated things for just their games, they don't release enough of them. Like Nintendo averages like a published game a month. Sony doesn't release enough games in general to do that. So they have to really push the third parties really hard, because that's what ultimately sells their system. GTA 6 is going to sell more PlayStations than any Sony game has ever sold. Third-party game, multi-plat. You don't even need to own a PlayStation to play it. Let's see here. You think the PlayStation 6 hybrid's gonna change the game industry going forward? We'll see. Changing the game industry, that's a pretty tall claim. That's like saying that all these handheld PCs have changed the industry, and I don't really think anything's really changed. They get the same games that normal PCs do, and the PlayStation 6 handheld is going to get the same games PlayStation 6 gets, which is cool. But then that doesn't really change anything. You know, you're just providing a handheld way to play, which it might work out for them. It's certainly better than what they were doing with Vita. So we'll see what happens. It hasn't even been revealed yet, so we'll see. And there sounds like they're not even releasing it for a while. Like it might be, God, we might get 3D Zelda before we get PlayStation 6. So we'll see. When do I think Splatoon Raiders will release? I think summer makes sense, but it might not even be this year. I have no idea. LCC Gaming, I'm under the weather today, so please entertain me with your soothing voice.
Well, let's make my voice a little more soothing for you today. Tall Show says, we're at the legendary 888 on the streak, baby. Alrighty then. Let's update. Next up. That's it, actually. We're caught up.
We're all caught up. Let me see here. Most Nintendo users don't even buy other games besides Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, and Smash. That is such a lie. Dude, 1.5 billion pieces of software sold on Switch 2, and you can go combine all of Nintendo's games together, and you don't even get to half of that. So, yeah, it's just a lie. It's just a lie. Anyways. It's like those 700, 800 million other sales didn't happen that were all third-party games. Yeah, those sales didn't happen. Let's see here. Earlier in the State of Play chat, I spoke with some Sony fans and some want Astral Chain for PlayStation. Plus, well, some want both old school Metroid games and old school Zelda. Well, yeah, dude, this is no Jimzo. Welcome to the console wars. Sony fans have been port begging for Nintendo IP forever. This is nothing new. They've been port begging, and Nintendo's not giving them that. They're not doing it. Nintendo believes in exclusives. They're not doing it. It just is what it is. But Sony fans, they've been port begging for Nintendo games for a long time. Don't blame them. Nintendo makes really good games. What's your top 3 Xbox IP, top 3 PlayStation IP, top 3 Nintendo IP? Well, Xbox now owns a shitload of IP. So I would say things like Warcraft, Dragon Age, although Veilguard wasn't great, but the Dragon Age games before that. And then there's actually a pretty big debate here. I'll toss Halo a bone, but I actually think I'm gonna remove Halo and put Age of Empires in there. As for Sony, I would probably put, well, definitely Spider-Man. Probably then I'll put Astrobot in there for right now. It's had like 3 total entries, and like one of them's actually like a full complete game. But that full complete game's really, really good. So I'll put Astrobot, and then probably Uncharted for Sony. For Nintendo, I would do a Zelda, obviously, Mario. Wow, how original, right? But I mean, I can't help it. Those are some of my favorite franchises of all time. After that is where there's like some strong debates. Like Metroid could be in there. It could be Xenoblade. Could be Kirby. Makes a really strong case for me at times. I think for now, I'll probably put Hmm. I want to put Star Fox for right now in that spot. But it really, that third spot really changes frequently for me. Like Mario and Zelda are my staples in the top 3, but then that third one kind of switches around. Depends on my mood. Let's see here. Why is there a weird assumption about Nintendo fans that I literally play everything on Switch 2 and PC? Well, the reason that assumption happens is because there actually is a large number of gamers that game on PC and Switch/Switch 2, because they'll get the Switch/Switch 2 to play the Nintendo games, and then they'll play everything else on PC because everything else comes to PC. So like it actually is the best gaming combo. So there's a huge assumption that a lot of people do that. Reality is there's a ton of people that literally only game on PC. There's a ton of people that literally only game on Switch 2. There's also people that do PlayStation and Switch 2. Hell, there's people that do Xbox and Switch 2. Hell, there's people that have all of the above. So there's no way to like categorize everyone. But a lot of people try to assume PC and Switch 2 because if you do that, you get everything. You don't need anything else. I say that knowing full well PlayStation 5 actually has like 5 or 6 true exclusive games at the moment, though most of those games are going to eventually come to PC. Jack Coney says, in your honest opinion, do you think that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 will be multi-platform day one or PlayStation exclusive? As it would be weird to stonewall the Xbox and Switch 2 audience. Nah, it's going to be multi-platform day one. Are you guys not paying attention to what Square Enix said? They're done with exclusives. Everything's multi-plat. It'll be multi-platform day one. Nate the Hate said it'll be multi-platform day one. It's multi-platform day one. There's no worry about that. It's why they're trying to get Rebirth out so quick, because Part 3 is probably coming next year. So they needed to get these 2 games out so they can get Part 3 day one on Switch 2. They need to get their dev teams working on Part 3 for Switch 2. So they have to get these other 2 out. I don't know if you're a big Total War guy. I am. I love Total War. You know, I'm not. So here's the thing. I'm not a huge Warhammer guy. I did the Warhammer MMO. I've played the prior Total War Warhammer game, and it was good. I'm just not that big into Warhammer. I just never have been. I don't know why. More of a Warcraft guy than I'm a Warhammer guy. That said, I really want them to do like a Total War Medieval 3. Go back and do like a Total War Shogun 3. You know, or like, I would love them to cross over with Nintendo and do an official Total War Hyrule, Total War Zelda. I know there's a fan mod for like Total War Medieval 2 that like gives you the Zelda stuff, but that's a fan mod. I want something official. Let's see here. Why not make the Switch 2 OLED from the jump, since we already had the OG Switch as one? Do you want a $500 to $550 Switch 2 at launch without a game bundled in? It's more expensive to use OLED screens. Called cost cutting. Trying to actually make it as affordable as they can. It costs money. That's all. I'm trying to see some of the ads. Some of the ads aren't actually popping up for some reason. Do you think Sonic will make an appearance at the State of Play? Sure. Sonic could make an appearance. We could see a new Sonic game. Sure. It's a third-party game. It's going to be on there. Sure. Anything's possible. Oh, I got some text here. Give me a second, guys. All right. Do you think Switch 1 will reach 160 million sales that are already shipped 156? It's a little under 156. That said, sure. As long as Nintendo doesn't discontinue the system Over the next 2 or 3 years, sure, it'll probably hit 160. I mean, there's still some Switch 1 games coming out this year. I don't think there'll be any new ones from Nintendo next year, but there'll still be some third-party games. I think some sales will trickle. And yeah, they can pull it off, especially if they can ever get the price drop back down, you know, which not entirely in their control, but need to see the blue hedgehog make an appearance. I mean, it is possible. Sonic could be here. Absolutely. Brooke Barnes says, hi, Prime and everyone. I really hope there's going to be good stuff in the state of play. Oh, we all hope so. Look, guys, we're going to get video game reveals today. We're getting brand new video game reveals today. That's enough to be excited. 45 minutes away from brand new video game reveals. That is awesome. Brand new video game reveals, man. It outside of playing games. Playing games is the best, right? Being a gamer, playing video games. That's really fun. Next closest to that are new games being revealed. Playing games, that's why we're here. Game reveals, that's like the next most exciting thing. So let's go, baby. Really excited for today. Really, really excited. I'm really hoping Sony brings the goods in this state of play. Really hoping so. I'm hoping this is a banger. Special Alyssa's here. Says, hey, everyone. You're working and lurking. That's what we're talking about. Well, based on the show that you were part of, you know, a couple weeks ago, you might have been working, lurking, and twerking. Steak 1024. Do you think we'll get any traditional PC games like Europa, Universalis, Crusader Kings? Ooh, Crusader Kings. Oh, I like that one. Hearts of Iron. That's a good one. Etc. on Switch 2 since we have mouse mode now. Sure. It's possible. Mouse mode is a really big selling point to try to get some of these, like, some of the RTSs and all that working. I would like to see that, yeah. I like RTSs. I still will probably play them on my PC over playing them on Switch 2, but having the ability to kind of play them anywhere has a little bit of an appeal. Because Nintendo and Sony Pictures Entertainment are partnering to make live action Legend of Zelda movie, do you think we'll see a trailer for it? No, we're not going to see a trailer for that here. Nintendo will control everything about when that trailer is shown. It's their IP. Sony is not going to control when that gets revealed. Let's see here. Do you think we'll see a Switch 2 logo in the state of play? So I was looking back at prior state of plays. I didn't notice anything but PlayStation logos. So my theory is we're only going to see PlayStation logos during the show, but there could be trailers uploaded after the show that have the logos for everything, and game page updates that have the logos for everything. Because we know a lot of the third-party games in here, they're going to be on Xbox, they're going to be on PC, right? And some will probably be on Switch too. So logos for that I expect to find out after the fact. In fact, when the show ends, if there aren't any additional logos on some of these trailers, especially those third-party games, we will glance around online after the show just to see if they've been confirmed for other platforms. Obviously, for Nintendo-wise, we're obviously going to try to see if there's anything on Switch too. It won't change if I'm excited for the games, but, you know, it is informative to see if we actually got some major announcements today for third-party games coming to Switch 2. Do you think we'll see? Okay, so I answered that. Vanata's coming in, our first super chat today.
Vanata712 has donated $5 and says, for your sake, Mr. P, I hope the Henry the Hamster spin-off, Rick's Furry Adventure, finally makes an appearance today.
It's a day stream, Nate. A day stream. Keep your cool. Keep your cool. Don't say what you want to say. Save it for tonight. Hope Fanata shows up tonight. Save it. All right, guys. Next question. Who's texting me now? Jesus. Everyone, I am live streaming. You figure like all my friends and family, they follow my channel. They should know I'm live. Set fire and leave. You'll say it for me, Prime. Nah, I don't. Nope. I gotta save what I really want to say for later. All right, let's see if there's been anything else happening. Really close, because sometimes the closer we get to it, the more stuff kind of starts to trickle out. Yeah, I'm still not seeing too much get out there. We'll let you guys know that Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition is 50% off on the eShop right now. For anyone that's still considering that game and just wanted to wait for a big discount. Also, Virtual Boy accessories are now shipping. None of this has to do with the state of play, but I have like 8 stories banked for a video that I'll probably do tomorrow. There wasn't like, when I try to do a video, I either need like 20 stories or I need a handful, but I need at least 1 or 2 of those stories to actually be something like exciting to talk about. So I either need a ton of stories, and I don't have a ton right now, and I don't have like the one big exciting story yet. So all right, am I seeing anything? I mean, as I said, Sony's done a great job locking this shit down and not letting stuff get out. Too bad it's a day stream, or else I'd send you a super chat to get over that hamster ball. Look, you can super chat whatever you want. Look, guys, you guys aren't censored. I am the one censoring myself on a day stream. You guys don't got to be censored. You guys can do whatever the hell you want. My rules don't change for you just because it's a day stream. It's me that holds back because it's a day stream. Any Microsoft IPs you think they could show? Sure, Microsoft IPs could be in here. Sure, Halo. Halo's what is it? The Combat Evolved, or whatever, the Halo 1 campaign evolved, whatever. That one that's coming later, that could be in here. Sure. Let's see here. Jimzo, you usually seem quite calm, but I noticed that you had to compose yourself for a moment there after Vedanta's 712 super chat was read out loud. Then he knows how to push the buttons a little. That's all I'll say. They might have showed Halo last time. Show it again. This is a marketing event. It's to market games. They don't have to all be new announcements. Let's see here. And no, I don't think it was actually in the state of play. I'm trying to think. I think it was just I think they just put a trailer up. I don't think it was actually in the state of play. The last state of play didn't have a ton of games in it. Let's see here. Well, I'm all caught up. We still got like 39 minutes to go. Let's see what it says officially on the stream. Yeah, 38 minutes to go before it starts. So they might start with a countdown timer or something. I have no idea. They also might go live early and our ears get blasted. That happens. Oh. All right. Did anyone see that there's a Switch 2 edition of Subnautica and Below Zero coming on the 17th? Sure. I would hope people here watch my videos. It was in my video yesterday. The same day as that legal paperwork. That legal paperwork drop doesn't mean anything. Nintendo didn't even decide when that paperwork drops. That's literally just government agencies. They just batched in a bunch of Nintendo things and drop them on the same day. It doesn't mean anything. People care too much about this stuff. It literally has no meaning. or anything. I mean, it has meaning for Nintendo, but it has no meaning for like when they're gonna market games or any of that stuff. Ethan says, how you doing? Man, it's been, I'll admit, it's been a bit of a chill day. Honestly, this whole week has been probably, I would say, one of the best weeks since getting back from all that stuff that happened back in December. Like, it's not a normal week. There's still, I don't know if things will ever get back to what they used to be like, but it's definitely better. And today has been kind of a chill day. Like, I didn't get my video out, but also I knew I was going to be streaming the State of Play. So I kind of knew that this would sort of replace the video today. So what I did do, though, is some research. I answered some business emails today, set a couple meetings for next week, and then I gathered some stories that are going to be part of the video tomorrow. So I got some decent work in. And hey, they're doing 2 streams today, right? We got this, and then we got the stream tonight. So, and this stream, I suspect, will make $5 like it's made so far, because my live streams only make money from super chats. So I don't suspect that we're gonna get a bunch of super chats, because I don't really push for super chats during these sort of shows. So I don't really push for super chats that much in general. It just so happens on the night streams we have like rewards that happen when you super chat, and it's like we don't do that for these day streams. So this stream, well, I stand corrected because Joyce CJ needed to troll me as well.
Joyce89 has donated $1.99.
Well, that's one way people will super chat, is to troll me. Her and Venny, man. 2 peas of the same pod. Do you think they're going to show Elder Scrolls 6 today? No. Just a front wall said he's dealing with the flu. Well, I'm sorry you're dealing with the flu. The flu sucks. But you did say you're feeling a little better now, so you must have went through the worst of it already, so that's good. Sonic 80. Hopefully it's just like, one of those like 2-day flus. Sometimes you get the flu and it's like super quick, like 24, 48 hours and you're done. Just dealing with it. Oh, so Sonic 87. I'm glad to hear things are better for you this week overall. I can't stay. Oh, here comes on the super chats. Guys, I wasn't. See, this is the problem. I mentioned it, and now it's like I'm e-bagging. No, I appreciate the support, but I wasn't trying to get people to super chat. It's just this replaces the video today. The video would have made, X amount of money, but I felt like live reacting to new game reveals is more important.
Eric Toledo 1554 has donated $2 and says, there you go.
Thanks. And then
Kooster69 has donated $5 and says, have video games ever been announced at MI Toy Fair?
I would have no idea, actually. If you're gonna be a good person to ask, I don't pay attention to that toy fair, so I would assume not. But then there's probably indie games, so I don't know. Maybe. Stash is in the chat. How's it going? He says, Hola Prime. Rage. He's saying Primal Rage. That's his nickname for me. Maybe it's because I get upset at how much he dominates me in future projections. Anyways, you're driving home from the gym so you can be back in time for the State of Play. Hype for the show. Hell yeah, man. Hell to the fucking yeah, dude. New game reveals today. Exciting. Let's go. Hey, we have what currency is this? I've never seen ISK.
Aquinata has donated ISK 1500 and says, hang in there, Ninty Prime, doing a great job on Monday. There is an indie hit coming out on Switch. Check out Caves of Kud.
What is that? First off, I don't know what currency that is. It converts, everything's converted to USD for me. But hold on here. Caves of Kud. Let's see here. Caves of Kud. See if we can find a trailer for this. So the game has been out for a while, but here's the Switch trailer. All right, hold on. Let's watch this. Let's watch this trailer, guys. He super chatted it in. Let's see what's up with this game. Coming out on Monday, apparently.
Live and drink, friend. Come, hide from the high salt sun. My trade? I am a stone carver, and I commemorate the deeds of adventurers like you.
17
In
years
our
in the making.
world, where everything thinks, where everything feels, there's a lot to carve. I've seen adventurers of every kind.
Dude.
The horned, the winged.
Dude, this is super old school, man. This reminds me of shit I played in the 90s on PC.
Those with translucent skin, with bionic eyes. Those who race through time to recruit clones of themselves. Wall diggers, shrine desecrators. Those who violate the laws of physics. Who swapped bodies with a goat. Who swapped bodies with a robot. Who sprayed an aerosol can of brain onto a door and swapped bodies with the door and walked around as a door. And of course, my most popular commodity, the tombstone. I've carved every death imaginable. Decapitated, swallowed whole, shot to death by lasers, crushed under the weight of 1,000 suns, turned into a gemstone, slammed to death because they were a door and someone slammed the door. But I know this won't deter you. You'll seek the spindle, deathless spire of light that carves the bright sky like I do a slab of granite. Go then, the festival begins. And take care I don't put your deeds to stone.
That, I don't know what I was expecting. Some Ultima vibes there. I literally don't know what I was expecting, but that looks actually kind of interesting. What are they selling that for in the eShop? Caves of Quad eShop. What's this? What are they selling this for? Okay, they might not have it on the eShop. What do they have on Steam? What's it going for on Steam? $30 on Steam. Okay. Wait, that's the deluxe bundle, so there might be a cheaper version. Dude, very highly rated. Holy shit. I gotta show you guys this. This is the game. I gotta show you guys this. Where's the user reviews? Hold on. I don't look at the Steam shop on my stupid computer very often. Where's the user reviews? I was just looking at the reviews. 91 on Metacritic. Overwhelmingly positive. Look at this. Look at this right here. 10,000 reviews, 5 fucking stars. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. You have my interest. It already reminds me of games I played in the 90s. Okay. I'm gonna leave that page open. That interests me. That game interests me. Let me get these other super chats up before they vanish here.
Roger and Yard 2066 has donated $5 and says, super chatting, because I need entertainment while bored at work.
Entertainment while bored at work? Yeah, that happens.
Aaron Grosh 99 has donated $2 and says, my shame payment for missing yesterday's video.
Oh, because you didn't know because I already talked about that story. You don't have to give shame. I know it's hard because like I can't title the video around every story. So like, you know, there's always like usually multiple news stories in my videos. But yeah, I understand. It's easy to miss unless I do like a general, oh, here's a bunch of news for Switch 2. Here's some great news for Switch 2. Then you know, okay, there's a bunch of news stories in there. But like when I title it around a direct, or I title it around a game, or I title it around the eShop, or this, like, you know, then you don't always know what's in there. But I try to cover things. It's just titles and thumbnails are such like a weird thing to play with on YouTube and try to figure out what works and what doesn't.
Jimmy Mac 88 has donated $5 and says, been away from Nintendo since the GameCube. Bought a Switch 2 and love it.
Oh, dude,
Jumping into Mario Tennis after work.
Dude, I'm really glad that you are loving the Switch 2. Welcome back to Nintendo since the GameCube, man. Long time ago. 1 second, guys. Oh, yeah. You like that? Dude, I gotta bust this out on tonight's stream. This will be really fun when I'm doing the fun stream. Yeah, it'll be really cool, especially if it has colors at all too. I don't know if it does. That's really cool. Yeah, maybe I'll put my contact in and I'll use that on tonight's stream. That's neat. Those are neat. Where'd you find those?
The bin.
In the bin? Well, hey. I'll probably turn them off so the battery doesn't die here. All right. Cool. Hell yeah, we're going to use these on tonight's live stream. That'll be fun. Well, shout out to the fiance for finding some cool stuff to help entertain you guys tonight. All right. Those are awesome. Can't wait to use those tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, welcome back though, dude. Mario Tennis, enjoy, man. I'm on a game buying freeze at the moment, so I have like a list of games I keep adding to that I'm gonna buy once my game freeze is over. Oh boy, the list keeps growing, and it's about to grow today. I'm pretty sure. All right, let's see some of these ads here. We got, by the way, if you guys want to ask any questions or anything before the show begins, you just got to @Ninty Prime in the chat. Michael Guban says, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Benny says, did you, there's a Crisis Remastered trilogy on Switch eShop for $20. Nice. Let's see here. I did not see that, but thanks for letting me know. Thunderstep says, what's up, friend? I can't y'all when I'm driving, but I see your messages. Thank you. I'm doing good. I had the same day as Nate, replied to business emails and had a chill day. Yeah. And honestly, like, guys, this stream ends, then I get like a really small break, and then literally I'm live streaming again tonight. So that's kind of what you're gonna see from me today. But I do have some stories gathered for tomorrow, and there'll be more. There might even be more after the state of play that I want to bring up tomorrow and point out. So, but tonight, obviously, there's also like I think that Silent Hill event today as well, and we'll talk about that on tonight's live stream. Let's see here. This is like the MS-DOS games. Yeah, dude. It reminds me of some old school stuff, and it's like highly rated. So we'll have to see. The user reviews are really damn, actually. I'm totally not opening Fantasy Critic right now. Totally not opening Fantasy Critic at all. Totally not trying to make an addition to my team. Make a bid. What could I be bidding on? Damn it. I gotta email the guy. God, what's his email? Dude, who is the guy running the league? No, I'll just search for it. I'll search for it. I think it just took Fantasy Critic, and his email will pop up. There it is. There's the email. Sent in my bid manually. All right. All right. Colin, yeah. I got his stash. I found his email because you know it's one of those games that's already been out on other platforms, so like you have to reach out to him. I put in a bid. Will the bid win? I don't know, but I put in a bid. Hey, we have Aquanata becoming a leader. Thank you so much for becoming a leader. I really appreciate that. Game spending freeze might be prolonged or shortened based on these actions. Based on what actions? My game spending freeze, guys. Hold on. Trying to make sure I don't have like Children listening in on me. I don't want them to feel guilty, that's why. Okay. So the game spending freeze is because of medical bills for my son. Nothing happening today is gonna change that. All right. How am I doing today? I'm doing fine. When are we getting the Number Munchers remastered game? Probably never. Good old Number Munchers. No, it's not bet. It's not. No. It's not. There's no money bets in the league. Like we all have like $100 pool, but it's not like real money. So, yeah, my kids try to be sneaky. I could literally hear them. They try to be really sneaky and spy on me, and children be children, you know. I just don't want them feeling bad. But that doesn't mean I'm not buying all these games. This is gonna have to be later. You'd buy Number Munchers remastered in a heartbeat. Dude, I played the shit out of Number Munchers back in school, man. We had those old Apple computers with the actual like true giant floppies that you could literally go like this and they flop all over the place. Dude, I played the shit out of Number Munchers. I probably have like over 100 hours in Number Munchers during school. Dominated that shit. Never owned it myself, but that and Oregon Trail, man. I played so much of that shit in school. It was awesome. I want to go to the computer lab. Why? Because I'm playing Oregon Trail and Number Munchers. That's why. Are you picking up Mario Tennis Fever after the freeze? I'm on the fence. My backlog of games was already pretty beefy. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Because it depends on how long my freeze is for. If my freeze is like 6 months, then probably not. But if my freeze is only going to be for a month or two, then yeah, I might pick it up. Because then the library of games I'm going to pick up that I've already released might get so large I'll have to make some cuts. Because I just won't have time to play everything. And that'll be, you know, if that's on the list right now, but, you know, 6 months from now, I might have so many games I'm trying to buy that, you know, I got to cut some stuff. Thanks for having time in your schedule to be here. I mean, this is my job. So, well, you're welcome. The OG Apple computers at school. Didn't own it either. Dude, I played Stash played the shit out of that stuff at school. I can't believe that. Well, the Number Munchers one, I can believe that they let us play because technically it's math and it made you get really good at speed math. So we would always have like these speed math things we would do every morning in the classroom, right? And you like, whoever got it right the fastest and, you know, I had to be right and got it done the quickest would win like a piece of candy or something. Well, Number Munchers helped you get super fucking fast at doing math in your head. It was awesome. So I understand why they let us play that. I didn't really understand why they let us put so many hours in Oregon Trail. That I didn't really get that. Why am I able to put so many hours in Oregon Trail? I'm not seeing a lot of educational value here. I know about the Oregon Trail. We learned about it. But like, I don't know what this game has to do with educational value. It's just fun. And you guys all know, one of the key turning points in that game is having to fjord that river. How are you going to cross it? There's a % chance of every little thing you try to do to cross it might work. But what are you going to risk? Yeah, teach you how not to get dysentery. Yeah, that's what they're trying to teach you to do. Basic survival 101 and now not how to get like the worst shit. You're just sitting there on the screen shooting squirrels. Oh man. Edutainment at its finest, dude. It was so good. It was so good. But yeah, Number Munchers I got, that actually made me get better at math. Like quicker. Like the process of solving math problems got quicker because of Number Munchers. All right. So we got about 17 minutes until it begins. Probably like more like 16 minutes. That teaches you how to persevere and survive. Yep. And all the 8-bit glory. Because totally clicking on the screen is how you shoot a real gun, right? To shoot squirrels. That's how it works in real life, right? Oh, I got to shoot a squirrel to get some food for the fam. Yep. Let me take my mouse outside and just like click on animals and they just die, right? Saying, hey, I want to take a raft across the river really taught me how to build that raft, didn't it? Real skills here. Critical thinking skills, I suppose you could argue, but like the actual ability to do the things will work. Didn't teach you that. But whatever the excuse was, they let us play it, so had a good time.
Cool trainer Andrew has donated $5 and says, as fun as Mario Tennis is, I don't think it's worth $70. Maybe $50 when I think of a $70 game. I think of BOTBU, God of War, etc.
So I can't comment. I haven't played, so I can't comment on if it's worth $70 or not, because again, haven't played the game. But what I will say is pricing and value is subjective. It is entirely possible someone could buy Breath of the Wild and not enjoy it, but then spend that same money on Mario Tennis and have a much better time. So for that person, Mario Tennis was a much better purchase. Value is subjective. And when it's crossing completely different types of games, it's even more subjective. Because there's no way to compare Breath of the Wild and Mario Tennis. They're not even the same kind of game. So everything's subjective. What's my dream game reveal for PlayStation? Oh, you know what they're probably going to show today? I just realized. I was about to say a new IP, but dude, they have that new space IP. What's that called? We must be seeing that today. If we're not seeing Wolverine, we must be seeing that. What's that space IP called they're working on? Intergalactic. Yeah, thank you, Michael. Intergalactic. Yeah. I bet you we see that today. I bet you we see because I was about to say a new IP, but I'm like, wait a second, they have that new space IP. Yeah, Intergalactic. I bet we see that today. If we're not seeing Wolverine, then Intergalactic's probably showing up. But that's not obviously a new announcement. That's a game we already know about. So my dream new announcement would probably be, honestly, probably a new series of Uncharted, like a new, because they kind of wrapped up what Uncharted was, but I'd like to see like a new trilogy or whatever started with Uncharted, and have them announce its full multi-platform right away. Even if it's like on PlayStation for like a 6-month exclusivity or something. That would be exciting to me. Now this is obviously what I'd be excited for Sony to announce. In the actual state of play where you're actually just talking about anything, well, now you just go into any dream third-party game. Beyond Good and Evil 2 would probably be my pipe dream to see, but we all know we're probably never seeing that game again. I was gonna say Uncharted 2 would be excited, yeah. And I know they kind of wrapped up the story, so like I understand that like it'd have to be like setting up a new series for it. But I'm cool with that. Let's set up a new series for it. You think we'll see Ratchet and Clank? That's always possible. We had Rift Apart in the beginning of PlayStation 5, that first calendar year. We could see another one. I don't know if they're going to treat Ratchet and Clank as like a once per generation IP or not. So that it kind of depends on that too for me. A Bloodborne 2. How about just Bloodborne being remade at all and brought to PS5? They've never re-released that game ever. Like, how much Sony loves remastering their remasters of their remasters. But yeah, Bloodborne's never come back. I would really, really like to see Bloodborne come back. Where's Thunderstash? Driving, he was at the gym, he's chilling, he's got gameplays, he's doing game reviews. He'll be watching the state of play. He's just not going to be on this show, and that's totally fine. He'll be in the chat. He'll be in the chat. He'll probably be playing some games and watching the show. We gotta remember, he's a game reviewer. He's got to get that gameplay time in, man. He's got so many deadlines. Yeah, Bloodborne's not on PC yet either. Yeah, Bloodborne just literally released once and then they never brought it back again. It's wild to me since it's such a really good game. You know, and the fact that Sony definitely likes re-releasing their games all the time. I know it's a bit more complicated because it involves From Software, but they can make that work. They can figure that shit out. Intergalactic isn't due out till mid-2027, best case scenario. Yeah, I know. I don't think Intergalactic is coming out this year. No, I don't think it's coming out. But I think that doesn't mean I don't think we can see it. Sony does tend to tease games ahead of time. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. So Nintendo kind of reeled back on teasing games that are years out, but Sony never did. Sony likes to like roadmap their games. So that's why I'm like, yeah, we could see Intergalactic. They can still be 2027, but we could literally still see it today. Because Sony does like to tease games and market them over longer periods of time. At least that's what they've traditionally done. Horizon Zero Dawn for Switch 2. I doubt they're gonna like. Let's say Horizon was coming to Switch 2. I don't know if it is, but let's say it was. It wouldn't be here. It'd be in a Nintendo Direct because that's not an announcement for PlayStation gamers. That announcement does nothing for most of the audience watching State of Play. That announcement would be wasted in the State of Play. That's an announcement that belongs in a Direct. You hate the creator hates Bloodborne. That's probably. I mean, there's probably some behind the scenes stuff kind of like that's preventing it from truly shining the way that we would like it to. God, I can't type. I'm trying to text people and I fucking can't type. All right. Is there some Babylon between From Software and Sony that explains why they're not doing Bloodborne for PS5? It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably something like, think about the Mother franchise, Earthbound, how we haven't had one since 3. Well, the creator of the series doesn't want there to be another one, so another one's never been made. And I think there could be a similar situation going on with Bloodborne, where like some of the lead people that made it just don't like it or don't ever want it to come back or ever want to make another one. So it's just going to be one of those ones that's just stuck the way it was. And it is what it is. Can you play it? Like when you subscribe to PS Plus, is it available in their classics library? Is Bloodborne on the classics? I really hope that it's still able to technically be played today on the new hardware, just like even if it's streamed or in the classics library. It is? Okay, Michael, it is? Okay, so at least you can still play it. So it is still accessible. That's what matters. It's still accessible on today's hardware. So that's the most important thing. Yeah, we could see it today. It just feels inconsequential. Like, cool, thanks for the new footage. See in 18 to 24 months. But yeah, but that's the way Sony does things, Stash. That's the thing. That's what they do. Their own games that they're publishing, they always are talking about them years ahead of time. That's just what Sony's always done. You bought it on sale for $15. Good. That's all I care about, that it's still accessible. That's the biggest thing. So you can still play it on today's hardware. That's what matters. The first Kingdom Hearts game is being remade. It's probably coming to PlayStation first. Square Enix doesn't do that anymore. It'll be multi-plat day one. If it's being remade, it's multi-plat day one. They don't do timed exclusivity or exclusive only games for consoles anymore. Square said it themselves. You don't have to believe me. They said it. They don't do that shit anymore. So if it exists, it'll be on everything the same day. If it exists. Give me some Resident Evil 9 gameplay. They could. I don't know that I need to see any more of RE9. Does anyone feel like we need to see more of Resident Evil 9? I kind of feel like we just need it to come out at this point. I know it's just lame. Yeah, Thunderstash. Like, there's like this balancing act. Let's think about this. Nintendo fans right now feel a little starved for Nintendo's big games. And they would kill to have the roadmap of Nintendo's big releases, right? They would love to have 3D Zelda teas, 3D Mario teas, Animal Crossing Smash Bros, all their big games, Luigi's Mansion, even if these games aren't coming out for like 3 years. Nintendo fans would like to know they're coming. Like to have a little bit of footage to chew on. But that's exactly what Sony does. And then everyone complains that the games aren't coming out for years. So like I think it's impossible to satisfy everyone. So I don't know if there's a right or wrong way. It's just going to come down to personal desires. Some people want to know about things years ahead of time. Some people don't want to know until it's closer to coming out. It's just the way it is. I don't think there's really a right or wrong way. It's just personal preferences on how companies market their stuff. Yeah, Stakes, I don't need RE9 already. Yeah, I don't need to see any more of RE9. I'm going to be getting it. Like, it is what it is. I'm getting Resident Evil 9. I don't need to see more of it. I know it's going to be great. I've already gone hands-on, seen all the trailers so far. I'm good. I don't need to see more of it. I just need the release date to get here. And thankfully, the release date's what? 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks away. Will you stream tonight as well? Yes. Let's see here. And we might have some Silent Hill news tonight. I mean, there will be some. But I don't know if it'll be specific for Switch 2 at all. But there is like a Silent Hill event. I think, am I wrong? Is it a Silent Hill event? Am I just going crazy? Maybe I'm totally wrong. There's some sort of event happening like an hour or two after the PlayStation one. Am I like, I swore it was Silent Hill. Now I'm like trying to look up and find it. I'm not even seeing the mention of these events. Of course, the problem is I'm on IGN. Good luck at finding this event on IGN. Okay, I'm right. It is a Silent Hill transmission. Thanks, Stash. Yeah, not going crazy. My memory was working. I've been having a little bit of, I guess, what people call dad brain, really since December after everything. So I've been forgetting some things that I normally never forget. But technically, I didn't forget that. I just wasn't sure. Should have been more confident. Silent Hill. Yeah. So we'll be talking about that if there's anything related to Nintendo for it tonight. I mean, we might talk about it anyways. If I'm really excited about what I saw, I'm like, oh, damn, guys, you seen the Silent Hill stuff? We might watch the trailer. We'll talk about that tonight because I got to have a little time between the streams so I can, obviously have dinner, get things organized, make sure I don't have to answer any more business emails, which I might have to. Let's see here. Yeah, I've already got one more I got to respond to at least today. And it's that time of the year for taxes, so I'm sorting all my taxes as well, which is a pain in the ass. All right. I mean, you guys are dealing with that shit too if you live in the U.S. I don't know how other countries do it, but in the U.S., we're all, it's January, February, March. It's when you deal with all your taxes, usually. All right. How was your hands-on gameplay with RE9? Anything that stood out about it? So I got to play a demo with Grace and I loved it. So there's obviously like two different styles that Resident Evil's always had, like the more action oriented stuff. And then obviously the more like horror survival stuff. And this game's having both, right? They're using Leon for the action stuff, Grace for the more like horror survival stuff. So I got to do like a survival mission. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like, yes, it gave me a couple jump scares and some freakouts, but also got my critical thinking going and having me quick thinking about solving the different puzzles to advance. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I am very convinced this game's going to be a banger. I was very happy with my demo play that I played at PAX.
Free Metroid Hat 2201 has donated $5 and says, I want another Sly Cooper game. I miss the Sly Cooper games from back in the day. They were fun.
Sly Cooper. Hell yeah, dude. Let's bring back the old Sly Cooper, eh? Those are some fun games. Kind of miss the days. We had like Sly Cooper, we had Gex. Dude, those were the days, man. Those were the days. Don't be wrong, gaming's in a good place today too, but like there's a little nostalgia for certain eras. You know, Jack and Dexter, that's another one. Yeah, a little nostalgia for that era. Let's see here. You think they will show a Crash Bandicoot remake today? Maybe, I have no idea. Maybe not. I don't know. That's not what Microsoft IP, so I have no clue what's gonna happen. Chances of a Twisted Metal resurgence. So Twisted Metal, I think, is interesting, right? They did the TV show that still has another season coming, right? Twisted Metal. Or did they already release it? They already released it, then damn it. They did, and I didn't see it yet. Ah, shit. Well, season 3 happening. I'm really actually happy season 2 happened because I haven't seen it yet, so I gotta watch it and I can binge watch it. Okay, there's gonna be a 3rd season. Okay. I don't think I saw the 2nd season. Let me. No, maybe I did. I don't know. I'll turn on the episode and I'll know. But we gotta switch over to the state of play. I'll bring the volume of their stuff down here a bit. Live. There we go. Like, we don't have 29 minutes. There we go. Here we go. It's 4K this son of a bitch. Let's do this. I mean, it's not 4K for you. It'll just make things a little crisper. Let's do this thing. You see how quick I can get lost in the chat, guys? I enjoy talking to you guys. It's fun. It really is. But I got to remember, I got the big Q&A tonight, so we could have a lot more in-depth conversations tonight. We got 300 live right now. Sweet. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'll turn the volume back up here. Mature content may not be suitable for all ages. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm old enough. Am I old enough to be here?
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
Ooh, Ember Lab. Okay.
A spirit guide?
Is this a sequel?
It's been a long time
Is this a
since we've had
sequel?
one of your kind in Cosmora.
Is this like Kenna 2?
I'm glad you're here.
Oh, are we getting Kenna 2? Dude, the first Kenna was really good.
That temple has been sealed as long as I can remember. Dangerous corruption was locked inside, along with the secrets of a forgotten practice.
Now, this is a great start right here. Oh, it broke.
Spirit guides here once used alchemy to cleanse corruption. Maybe you can do the same.
Here we go, baby. Kenna Bridge of Spirits was awesome.
Fear will bind you, gripping to the present, which must
Yeah, this
always
has to be a
pass.
sequel. Full on sequel.
Regret will bind you, longing for the past you cannot change.
Oh, that's a sick boss design.
Love will bind you, yearning for a future you will not see.
Hell yeah.
Unbound, may you depart
What's the
in
subtitle?
peace.
Scars of Cosmora. Okay. Hell yeah, man. PS5 and PC. There you go.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh and this is my brother Mike.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at our next
was
game,
sick.
Kena, Scars of Cosmora.
After the amazing response to Kena Bridge of Spirits in 2021, the team was excited to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better this time around. Our partnership with PlayStation Studios has empowered us to expand our scope while still staying true to what made the first game special.
Since her adventure in Bridge of Spirits, Kena has grown into an older, more experienced spirit guide. Her reputation now precedes her. She comes to a new land called Cosmora, home to multiple distinct communities. On this adventure, Kena discovers a spirit guide's role in helping living people, not only those who have passed away. With PlayStation Studios support, we're building on everything that fans loved about the first game. Deeper, more dynamic combat, epic boss battles, a larger, richer world, and
Let's
of
go!
course,
Pumped up,
our
baby!
charming spirit companions.
Did that hit the streak?
Kena, Scars
We
of
streaking
Cosmora
already?
releases on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy the
Hey,
rest
we're
of the show.
streaking. Nice. Nice. We're good! Streaking! Yeah! Awesome. Thank you so much for that, man. What a sick first announcement, man. I'm excited for that one. It's coming this year. No date yet, though. But hell yeah. All right, that's added. I gotta actually get my list up.
wilds of Esau,
That's getting added to my list right now.
terrorized the land and subjugated its people. They were known as the Spider, the Oni, the Kitsune,
So the new kind of games on my to buy list.
Many fought back. Many were cut down.
What is this? Multiplayer for Ghost?
Nothing can stop the true warrior from vengeance, not even death.
Ghost of Yote Legends. I'm good. It is free DLC, but I don't care much about the multiplayer. The
Who do
single
you
player
think
is
will
good
come out
enough.
on top, Sam? You or me?
Stranding 2 DLC? Oh, coming to PC. You got a PC announcement in a state of play? That's hilarious. Unlocked frame rates. Here's all the reasons it's better not on PlayStation. I can't believe they let this announcement be in the state of play. Here's all the reasons you should not buy this game in our system and get it on PC instead.
Kept you waiting, huh?
All right, here we go. Sony gaming.
Hi, I'm Mike Booth from Bad Robot Games, the game director of 4 Loop. As a game designer,
Forward
a
loop.
core goal of mine has always been to make game experiences that offer interesting surprises and unpredictable moments that never get old. The result is 4 Loop, an emergent, challenging, 4-player combat sandbox where you and your friends succeed through
Yeah, I don't play
cooperation
all the-
and improvisation, and where no 2 runs are
So
ever
I
the
don't
same.
play all these multiplayer games. There's just too many. I don't have the time to like put into there's so many.
Which combines
I just don't have the
alien
time to play them. I have to be very
human
picky and
ingenuity to
choosy.
plot your best path forward to defeat the invaders. Each node represents a different mission with its own risks, rewards, and surprises. Everyone votes to choose the next mission. Once you've chosen a node on the probability map, your team will teleport into the mission. You may have to collect mission-critical resources or even rescue survivors that can offer cool upgrades for your gear, all while trying to avoid the alien forces constantly sending drop pods and kill bots to stop you. We've worked hard to ensure that there are tons of items to choose from and a lot of strange creatures and mysterious things to encounter. For example, this weird alien plant is called a blink root, where you can collect a blink berry, which will teleport anyone who touches it to a random, distant location. All the various enemies, weapons, items, and mission objectives
That was a pretty
are all
cool
designed to interact with each
ability.
other in dynamic ways that create emergent
Instantly
gameplay
transport
and
things
endless,
across the map.
replayable chaos. That means your decisions really matter, and creativity and improvisation are key. We really want players to try things and think outside the box, like hacking an alien terminal to provide intel to the rest of the team, or being bombarded by killbot drop pods, or barely escaping with your life. And if you do die, don't worry. So long as one of you makes it back to home base, you'll be
Knack
reprinted,
1
ready to
remaster.
try again. The home base is a place for your team to readjust their strategy, evolve your loadout, and
I
choose
enjoyed that
rewards
game
from
for what
an
it was.
increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades. Each act of the probability map culminates in one of multiple boss battles. This is the Scanner Boss, a huge geologic surveyor that scans for flux deposits to harvest. Its scan fields are very lethal, creating a dynamic obstacle course of lasers to avoid while attempting to destroy the boss itself. Because the scanner's body rotates like a 3D puzzle, you'll want to spread out and attack it from all sides. All, of course, while avoiding the slow-moving, lethal laser grids. Our goal here is to create something new, where every run has you yelling and laughing and saying, "I can't believe that just happened." We're currently in pre-beta, so there's still plenty of polish to come, and we need players like you to join us in upcoming playtests. Your feedback will be invaluable in helping us make this game truly great. We can't wait for you to play it for yourselves. Now, go and fail to save the world.
Okay. Not getting a lot of like solid release dates here.
What's this?
That's the Earth. We know this is on Switch too.
You really can make everything with lunafilament, huh? Looks a bit like New York.
Is that a place on Earth?
Can't believe we haven't found any survivors.
I haven't seen anyone besides you since leaving the vault.
All alone, huh? I know the feeling.
You know, I'll give Capcom some credit. They're kind of going all out on the marketing for this game.
What were you like as a kid?
Like legitimately going all out.
When I was young, I was in an orphanage.
Just got off work. Have you missed much? New Kenna game.
I was a lot like you. I had a few bumps along the way.
That's I already have
But
that
I
on my
had
must buy
someone.
list. That was the biggest thing they showed for me.
Someone
So
looking
far.
out for me. And now it's your turn.
Yeah, Pragmata, there's a demo out right now. I think on all platforms. So you can give this game a try.
Removal time exceeding estimates. Deploying reinforcements.
What in the...
No, there's been no Switch 2 logos yet. I mean, Pragmata we know is on Switch 2, so that's kind of a confirmation right there that they didn't show the Switch 2 logo, that we're not going to see Switch 2 logos in the event.
That's not good. Victor purchased
Resident
a building
Evil
after
9.
Umbrella went under. The Rhodes
Requiem.
Hill Chronic Care Center.
I'll say this, they're kind of showing lengthy trailers. That might be why this is like an hour plus.
What does Victor want with you?
They're not doing like short
What do you mean?
20-second trailers.
He grabbed you for a reason.
Did you find anything on Opus?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers of the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time.
Looks like Leon's running out of
Why me?
The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Because my master made you who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
Not the Ligma. Leon's infected with the Ligma virus. Ligma balls!
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if there was a demo.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. We're back with a new batch of games on their way to PS5.
But before we begin, we wanted to highlight the upcoming release dates for both Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom. Both are coming soon to PS5 with support for PS5 Pro.
Now, let's return to the dark world of Nosgoth with an announcement for fans of Legacy of Kain. 2003's Legacy of Kain Defiance is being remastered by Crystal Dynamics and will be available to pre-order today.
Okay.
The final chapter in the Soul Reaver saga brings players into the conflict between the vampire Kain and his betrayed lieutenant, Raziel. This remaster boasts updated HD graphics, a new third-person camera, and wayfinding level maps, as well as bonus features like character skins.
Now, what do you have to tell me?
Lost levels, deep lore, photo mode, and more. The digital deluxe version of the game includes promotional comics and a playable demo of Dark Prophecy, the unreleased sequel to Defiance.
Given the choice, whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates for another throw against one's destiny, what was a king to do?
Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered launches next month and will be available to pre-order starting today.
PS4, baby!
Brigandine Abyss is the latest installment in HappyNet's Brigandine series, which dates back to 1998 on the original PlayStation. This fantasy war strategy RPG tells the story of 6 heroes who rise against an empire invading with overwhelming power.
僕はキマイラ。マスターにより作られし戦闘兵器。
Enjoy deep strategic gameplay with over 100 unit classes, including knights and new types of monsters. And countless hours of gameplay, with 6 main storylines and side quests across 24 nations.
大陸の守護者たる私たちの兵をこうもたやすく。
Brigandine Abyss launches this year, and you can wishlist it starting today.
Now let's head over to Koei Tecmo Games in Yokohama for an update on the Dead or Alive series.
こんにちは。シリーズプロデューサー
I
の
like their
林です。
transitions. The
本日
transitions are
は
nice.
デッドアライブシリーズが新たなアップデートとともに復活することを発表させていただきます。
無限転身の名にかけて
Ready for the jiggle physics. Jiggle physics coming hard. Get ready.
本作「デッドアライブ6ラストラウンド」はオリジナルの「デッドアライブ6」をベースにダウンロードコンテンツとして追加配信したキャラクターをセットにし、プレイステーション5用の最適化、新規コスチュームの追加、新たなフォトモードの追加を行ったタイトルです。今後も新キャラクターや新コスチュームの配信など継続的なアップデートを予定しています。発売日同日に基本無料版も展開予定ですので、シリーズを遊んだことない方もぜひご体験ください。
あなたに私は倒せない。
The Bob look amazing. Yeah, classic Dead or Alive.
デッドアライブは1996年から展開している対戦アクションゲームシリーズです。数多くの作品を世に送り出して今年で30周年になります。そのタイミングでこういった発表できることを大変嬉しく思います。では最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Right now, like Pragmata and Resident Evil 9 were shown in Nintendo Directs. Kenna's the thing carrying it for me right now. Nothing else they showed I'm really interested in besides games I was already interested in. Sorry, I was looking away from the screen. I didn't mean to lift my eyes.
最新作も開発始動しました。
We were seeing some bobs. We were seeing some bobs. I was not expecting to lift my eyes to just straighten my face. Yeah, Kenna, I'm really excited for Kenna. Control Resonant.
Zoe, I see the spotlights.
And you're getting closer.
This is a game that's already on my list to buy this year.
We're getting calls from the theater, but research thinks we might have a Resonant on our hands. No one should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Yeah. This was already
Hello,
on
everyone.
my list.
I'm Mikael Kasurinen, and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero, in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before. We recently acquired Shift, an ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move through gravity anomalies and adapt to the world around him. Here we are showcasing a set of different forms of Dylan's main weapon, the Aberrant can take, and his supernatural abilities. There are a lot of different ones you can discover to suit your playstyle. While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and abilities.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear it. Just try to stay alive out there, okay?
Yeah, I'm planning to get this game on PC.
What the hell is that thing? I think I hear something.
Dude,
I know where the
I love how this game's working because is anyone else getting vibes?
Are the dominant
so I played the first
in what's our most ambitious
but
game
anyone
today.
getting
And we can't
what's
wait
that
to share
movie?
it with you later in 2026.
Oh my God! Starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Inception. Inception vibes.
Long ago, you were made for this night, to save the age of man. Half human, half angel.
All right, what are we seeing here?
They call you sin. I call you salvation.
A dream within a dream. Yeah. This is what I think it is? No, it can't be that. Co-op. Yeah, I was thinking Darksider at first, but I don't think it is. Could be a new IP. Crimson Moon. Okay. New IP. Okay. Looks okay. Oh shit. This is... Oh my god, it's like right at the tip of my tongue. Beast, yeah. Beast to reincarnation. It was right at the tip of my tongue. So the state of play so far I think has been solid. The problem is like a vast majority of everything being shown, we just saw in the Xbox Direct. Like a lot of this stuff is just stuff we've seen. You know what I mean? Like none of this is really new. I mean, kind of excited me, but like everything else is just kind of like we knew about this stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it's a marketing event, so. Same was true for the last Direct. It was mostly stuff we knew. I don't know. I want some new announcements, you know? And a lot of the stuff's not even getting release dates. Well, at least that has a release date.
Thanks to Fictions and Game Freak for that new look at characters and combat in Beast of Reincarnation. It's coming to PS5 this summer.
Our next title debuted 3 decades ago alongside the
Probably
original
PC
PlayStation,
too. I had to double check.
and it introduced the world
They confirm
to an
all the platforms
iconic
for Beast?
character. Today, Ubisoft and Digital Eclipse celebrate that legacy with Rayman 30th Anniversary
PC
Edition.
and Xbox as well.
This digital museum features 5 playable versions of the original game,
Guaranteed this is going to be on Nintendo as well.
including the 1995 PlayStation release,
Guaranteed.
enhanced with new accessibility options.
Guaranteed.
Discover the secrets behind Rayman's development through a long-lost playable prototype, restored for the first time. Plus, an interactive
That's cool.
documentary packed with unseen design documents
An old
and
prototype
never-before
restored? That's
heard
cool.
insights from the original creators.
Et à un moment, c'est Sony qui arrive en disant, bah voilà notre console, on va révolutionner le jeu vidéo.
Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition comes to PS5 digitally starting tomorrow, while physical editions will be available June 26th.
Mina the Hollower is an action-adventure title from the creators of Shovel Knight.
Yeah, it comes to Switch as well.
Take control of Mina as she charges into
Let's say
a
it's already on
mission
Switch.
to save a cursed
We're gonna be
island.
on Switch. Mina!
Whip foes into oblivion, burrow under hazards and monsters.
Release date, please.
And hunt down secrets in a
This is also
pixel-perfect
coming to
love letter
Nintendo.
handheld
Come on,
gaming.
release date. Give me release date. That's all I
Mina
need.
the Hollower's release date is on
Spring.
the horizon.
Damn it!
The limited time demo will be exclusively available on PlayStation 5 tomorrow.
Damn it!
I want to release before the events of the original game. This prologue tells the story of how Alba and the
maybe they'll
Wolf
give the
Neva
date in the
first
direct. I don't know.
Alba
Damn
must
it.
earn the young
That was already
wolf's
on my to
trust
buy
and
list.
guide her through
Been
the
on it since
blighted
last year.
wilderness. Together, they will face new enemies and endure perilous trials, while confronting a monstrous force that threatens to tear them apart. Players can look forward to using new gameplay mechanics in all new locations. Neva Prologue launches February 19th.
Okay.
Up next, a
we're
tactical
gonna.
stealth
If
action
it's
title
spring,
from
we're probably
Shueisha
gonna have to
Games
schedule
and
Celia
Acquire.
soon. You're right.
A team with ninja
Because no,
credentials
Celia
dating
B
back
is
to
going to
the
be coming
Tenchu
on our
series.
podcast to advertise Mina. She's going to talk about other stuff as well, but we're going to have a dedicated topic to talk about Mina the Howler when they're ready to lift the veil on everything heading into launch. I'll reach out to her. I'll see what she's thinking. You know, I never know what to expect from State of Plays. Just kind of realized as I'm sitting here thinking about this one, like, it's not a bad show. It's just, I know about all this stuff already. So maybe it just has to do with the fact that, like, I'm keeping up on all the gaming news all the time. I was hoping for, I know we're only like halfway through the show. I'm just hoping for some really exciting new game announcements is what I'm hoping for. Like this one, it doesn't really do it for me. The bird that drinks tears.
We are the children of water.
Am I about to get my wish right now?
You filthy creatures. Faithless, soulless, unclean. This world was never yours to keep. How dare you stand in the way of purity?
Is this about Gamer?
Little King.
I know it feels like a CGI trailer. Can you see some gameplay? The Chicken Little grow up? Well, I definitely didn't expect to see a game starring a rooster, so. You gotta give him a little credit. Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfucker. That's what I feel like right now. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Revenge for KFC. The game does look pretty cool. Project Windless. In development. I'm not going to add it to the buy list yet.
Our newest racer has arrived!
Oh, this is already on my buy list.
League. Since you're here, why not take part in a friendly exhibition race?
Hell yeah. Let's see the race. We didn't get to see the race last time much.
If they weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite!
It kind of gave me like fast racing vibes. Am I the only one that got that kind of vibes? Like Fast Fusion? Yeah.
Brace yourself!
Bond is immature and reckless.
This is coming to Switch
He's a bad influence on the other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the Double O's.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
Chips, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Try not to draw attention to yourself.
Me? Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
So you won't do anything stupid?
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy. And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
When do I start?
Yep. I was already planning to pick this up. It's on my list. Gonna nab it on Switch 2 probably. Still got a lot of the show left, guys.
I'm Peter Brown. I manage the game content team within Third Party Portfolio. We evaluate games coming from publishers all over the world, from indie to AAA. Those of us in the Third Party Portfolio team travel the world and meet with our partners. And it's even more exciting for me when those partners have been foundational to my own love of video games. And Konami is definitely one of those partners. I think a lot of people remember Konami for being with PlayStation in the very beginning, taking some amazing franchises that everyone already knew and loved and injecting them with new technology and new ways of designing video games that we haven't thought of before. We were really impressed when Konami approached us with their list of announcements for today's State of Play. So to mark the occasion, we wanted to try something a little different. We join you today from Konami Creative Front Tokyo Bay, not only to share some really exciting reveals for upcoming games, but also spotlight some of the key talent behind them. We're really excited about the diverse lineup they've brought today, and we hope you will be too. Enjoy.
Metal Gear Solid 2 Master Collection.
There's one more thing I must do. One last punishment I must endure.
Outer Heaven. He's taken command of this immense army and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP, the Sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers.
Will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid? How long is my body gonna hold out?
When all of this is over,
yeah, that's the exciting part, is getting 4 back. So 4 is never released outside of PS3, right?
Is my final mission.
Right, I don't think 4 has ever gotten off of PS3.
Between Zero and Big Boss.
So that's the big news here is getting 4. Yeah.
Just stop Liquid's insurrection. Liquid! Guns of the Patriots!
Go.
Because I knew where my loyalty belonged. Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless
I think
country.
This is coming to Switch too. It won't be announced here. In fact, I'm gonna start loading up some of the news websites to see if some of these announcements are coming in on Switch 2 already.
Janc. Over and over.
Awesome. Is that you?
Yeah, like Brigandine Abyss that was showed earlier, that's coming to Switch 2.
メタルギアシリーズ制作プロデューサーの岡村紀明です。メタルギアファンの皆様、大変お待たせいたしました。プレイステーション3向けのみで発売されていたメタルギアソリッド4ガンズ・オブ・ザ・パトリオットがプレイステーション5でついに遊べるようになります。加えてプレイステーションポータブル、プレイステーション3向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドピースウォーカーを含むメタルギアコレクションシリーズの第2弾となっております。メタルギアサーガのラストを飾る伝説の作品を最新ハードでぜひ体感してください。そして、現在発売中のメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1につきましても最後のアップデートを実施いたします。初代プレイステーション向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドには高解像度設定を追加し、ご覧のように映像が美しく文字も読みやすくなりました。またメタルギアソリッド3スネークイーターについてもさらなる高解像度化を実現しております。本日よりアップデート配信開始となりますので、この機会にぜひメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1も体験してみてください。さらに、今回の発表を記念いたしましてメタルギアシリーズの始まりの物語メタルギアソリッドデルタスネークイーターも特別なセールを実施しています。50% オフという大変お求めやすい価格で購入できますので、この機会にぜひ楽しんでください。これからもメタルギアシリーズの展開にご期待ください。そして最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty, by the grace of God, the King of France. So now, we appeal to you, Trevor Belmont, last of House Belmont.
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。キャッスルバニアベルモンドカースプロデューサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャッスルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャッスルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。これまで我々のチームは多くの方にキャッスルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。また多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。そしてやっと本日新しいゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルではイビルエンパイアモーションツインという才能と情熱にあふれるシリーズへの愛を持ったスタジオとともにプロジェクトに取り組んでいます。これまでのシリーズらしさを大切にしながらも新しいアイデアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入れることでキャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで爽快に仕上がっています。シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ遊んでくださいと思っておりますが、まだキャッスルバニアに触れたことがないっていう方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。発売は2026年を予定しておりますので続報を楽しみにお待ちください。
Listen to me. You can't stay in this room forever. I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
I woke up in the water again. But this time it's different. I keep trying to fix what happened. No matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
A world shrouded by lightfall. Shining drops of light that bring death as they fall. Journey.
Those were Her Majesty's words.
I'm going to defeat you here and stop the Lightfall.
皆さんこんにちは。プロデューサーの門井です。ティザートレーラーの方はいかがでしたでしょうか。レブノワールは完全新作の JRPG です。私自身を含め JRPG を愛し続けてきたメンバーが情熱を持って開発したタイトルとなります。仲間との出会い、成長、そして JRPG には大事な心揺さぶられるような展開、こちらを大事にしてナラティブというものを表現しようと突き進めております。新しい冒険が始まるというワクワク感、ぜひ楽しんでいただけると思います。今日、お届けした映像は本当に一部の一部で、レブノワール続報がこれからもどんどん出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted. He must be versatile, capable, adaptable. He must be grounded, stable, constant. I believe you are ready, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, New Cascadia. This is Joy, your community outreach liaison. It's a lovely day outside. It's quiet. Very quiet. Rainfall is expected to begin in the early afternoon and last until a long time. For those who did not wake, your restless dreams endure. So small among the stars. Breathe softly. Do not worry. Peace is upon you. And I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! Mayday! This is General Janc Reed of the New Cascadia colony on Tau City 4. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back. Mayday, mayday. This is Janc Reed. Tau City. I feel like I'm praying. We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have. We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Embrace. Embrace. Embrace.
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
Hey everyone, my name is Joe Ziegler and I'm the game director on Marathon. Today we're excited to announce our Server Slam from February 26th through March 2nd, where you can join us on Tau Ceti and help test Marathon on PlayStation 5 and other platforms. Our Server Slam features an introduction to the survival gameplay of Marathon, giving you a chance to explore the dangerous world of Tau Ceti and unlock rewards for the full release on Thursday, March 5th. For all PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms that pay homage to some of our favorite PlayStation games, including Helldivers 2, Death Stranding 2, and Ghost of Yotei, all available at launch. From everyone here at Bungie, thank you for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February 26th.
Hey, I'm Brett.
And I'm Kristen. Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5 on March 5th with the Server Slam running February 26th through March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months. Up first, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 swings into game catalog next week. Developed by Insomniac Games in collaboration with Marvel Games, be greater together as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Let's go! In this thrilling sequel, the Spider-Men must balance their personal and heroic responsibilities while protecting the city from iconic villains.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 joins the PlayStation Plus game catalog on February 17th.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes two fan favorites over the next few months, starting with Tekken Dark Resurrection, a fantastic fighting game that originally released on PSP. PlayStation Plus Premium members can expect to revisit this handheld classic in March.
The original PlayStation version of Time Crisis brings arcade action to the Classics catalog in May. This version also offers gyroscopic aiming with the DualShock 4 or PS5 DualSense controller, simulating the original light gun experience.
Big Walk is a cooperative multiplayer adventure about teamwork and talking.
Oh, there they are.
Hang out and get lost with your friends in an open world full of challenges, puzzles, and playful discoveries. That's all for me and Brett, but we still have a lot more cool stuff to show you, including brand new Saros gameplay.
Housemarque's next action game releases April 30th, and creative director Gregory Loudon has even more systems and combat to break down. Let's take a look.
What is that for you?
Keeping people safe.
Oh, John. I know you better than that.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. Today we're excited to show off our Comeback Stronger features and Eclipse gameplay running on PlayStation 5. In Saros, you step into the shoes of Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli, who is discovering the hostile shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. As you encounter a variety of ever more brutal hostiles, death is inevitable. But in Saros, death only means that you will come back stronger. Welcome to the Passage. You are not on your own. Interacting with the survivors of Echelon 4 will help you understand the mysteries of Carcosa.
I can't believe so many are gone. They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
This is Primary, the voice of Soltari. Here you can engage with our permanent progression systems to upgrade your armor's attributes and acquire special perks. With Carcosan modifiers, you can adjust your experience by, for example, making hostiles tougher, weaker, or even removing the second chance ability entirely. However, all adjustments you choose must be kept in balance to ensure a consistent challenge level. Primary also allows you to teleport directly to any biome that you have unlocked. This means getting back into the action quicker. It also means easier replayability the further you get into the world. Using the teleport, you can now quickly restart the selected biome and get back to where you were. And now it's time to take another shot at what killed you the first time around. Eventually, you come across an alien device. By using it, you discover that it calls the Eclipse. The Eclipse corrupts the world. It's a complete escalation of our gameplay, our audio, and our visuals on Carcosa. Hostiles now shoot corrupted projectiles, which reduce your maximum armor integrity, but you can restore it by using your power weapon. Weapons and artifacts also become corrupted, which alters them in both positive and negative ways, which ramps up the challenge. We can't wait for you to play Saros when we launch on April 30, 2026.
The air trembles. Mother Earth herself senses the coming battle. The world may hate us, we still have to save it. A true team is unbreakable! You cannot stand against the storm. Feel the power of Mother Earth.
Let me at them, Storm. Limbo is waiting, and I'm starving for your soul! Time to end this.
I've got this one. I'll show you how the X-Men get it done. You're cooked, Bob.
Initiating attack. I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology. Prepare to be disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Let's finish this.
We are stronger. Together!
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。本当にお待たせしてしまいましたけども、こうして一番初めに X-Men のチームトレーラーを発表できたこと本当に嬉しく思っています。
We're super stoked to introduce the mutants as the newly formed unbreakable X-Men into the world of Marvel Tokon.
マジックは中間距離を大きな剣で制しながらテレポーテーションで裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます。
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them, so he's literally going to be able to shred through opponents' attacks.
デンジャーは体のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができるキャラクターです。
She's trained the X-Men over years through battle simulation. So as a zoner in this game, she's going to set up so many traps that her opponents are going to feel like they're running an obstacle course.
トレーラーの冒頭では新たに紡がれるマーベルユニバース闘魂オリジナルストーリーの映像を含めさせていただきました。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
Please check it out and stay tuned.
Your son has returned.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people? It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back, baby. And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today, starting with that teaser that you just saw, yeah? Now look, we are happy and excited to finally confirm that, the Greek trilogy remake is now in development. Yeah, man, I know. Sit down. Now look, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. And in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you. That's all you get. So, thank you for 2 strong decades of support, and we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here? Go. Go!
Before I was a father. Before I was a god. I was a Spartan.
Spartans! Our duty is to Sparta. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Press your attack! Don't relent! Never on our backs! Never left behind! Always united!
The legendary saga of gods and monsters, of tragedies and triumphs, of destruction and redemption begins here.
Heroes, be ready for Sparta!
This is only the beginning.
All right, guys. What were the last couple announcements? I missed them. It was let's see here. I honestly completely missed them. Obviously, I was dealing with stuff. What we God of War was shown? Is that what this is? Well, guys, I know I missed a lot, okay? I have to be a dad first. This is why day streams are really hard for me. Because my kids are awake, and my kids are not okay. They have their own struggles. Let's see here. Let's see if I can see some of the headlines. Okay. Let me go to like IGN maybe. Just want to see some of the headlines here. Saros. What's this?
I know you
using it. You
Oh yeah, no. Okay, I've seen that game. They don't even have all the stories up. They don't even have all the stories up. Okay, well that sucks. That sucks. They don't even have all the stories up. This is a John Wick game. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna get refocused here. We'll revisit some of this stuff tonight on our stream at 8 o'clock. Okay, guys. Really sorry the stream didn't go the way I wanted, but life happens. I want to thank you guys for the support during this stream. We'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. So we'll go over the stuff that I missed and anything that happens at the Silent Hill event. All right, guys. All right. So we'll revisit this tonight at 8 p.m. Bye, everyone.